Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss previous year GATE question. Let us read the question. A three-phase balanced load which has a power factor of 0.707 is connected to a balanced supply. The power consumed by the load is 5 kilowatt. The power is measured by the 2 wattmeter method. The readings of the 2 wattmeters are, and they have given the 4 options. Okay, so here first thing is the load power factor. Load power factor is equal to 0.707. Okay, so from this we can find phi is equal to cos inverse of 0.707. Okay, so if you check, it is equal to 45 degree. Okay, next, power consumed by the load power is equal to root 3 VL into IL into cos phi is equal to, it is given 5 kilowatt, so it is equal to 5000 watts. So from this, can we find VL IL? Yes, we can find VL into IL. Okay, so VL into IL is equal to 5000 divided by root 3 into cos phi, right? Root 3 into cos phi. So it will be equal to 5000 divided by root 3 into, what is the cos phi? It is a 0.707. So if you check, it will be equal to 4083.099, okay, volt ampere. This is VL into IL, right? So we can write wattmeter W1 reading is equal to root 3 into VL into IL into cos of 30 minus 5. So it is root 3 into VL into IL, we are having 4083.099 into cos of 30 minus 45. So if you check, it is equal to 6831. Okay, so sorry, it is equal to, sorry, it is not root 3, actually it is VL IL into cos of 30 minus 5 and VL IL into cos of 30 plus 5 for W2. Okay, so if you check, it is equal to 3.94 kilowatt. This is a W1. Okay, similarly we can write W2 is equal to VL into IL into cos of 30 plus 5. Okay, so it is 4083.099 into cos of 30 plus 45. So if you check, it is equal to 1.06 kilowatt. This is a W2. Okay, so one is 3.94 and second one is 1.06. So if you check the options, option A is the correct option, right? So friends, this is about the previous year GATE question number 34. Previous year GATE question number 35. Let us read the question. 2 wattmeter method is used for measurement of power in a balanced 3-phase load supplied from a balanced 3-phase system. Okay, means they are using a 2 wattmeter method. If one of the wattmeter reads half of the other, both are positive, then the power factor of the load is, and here we are having the 4 options. Okay, so we are having the 2 wattmeter method and it is given that one of the wattmeter is reading half of the other. Okay, so it is given that W1 is equal to 1 by 2 into W2, right? So as we know, here phi is equal to tan inverse of root 3 into W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2, right? So here if you put W1 with, if we replace W1 with 1 by 2 W2, then we can write that is equal to tan inverse of root 3 into 1 by 2 W2 minus W2 divided by W1 plus W2, that is 1 by 2 into W2 plus W2, right? So here it is equal to, we can write tan inverse of root 3 into, it is minus 1 by 2 W2, minus 1 by 2 W2, right, divided by, here it is 3 by 2 W2. So W2 will get cancel out. Okay, so it will be like tan inverse of, it is minus root 2 root 3, right, minus 2 root 3 divided by 6 minus 2 into root 3 divided by, this will be the 6. Okay, so it is equal to tan inverse of, it is root minus root 3 by 3, that is the minus 1 by root 3. Okay, so if you check, it is minus 1 by root 3 tan inverse of, so it is equal to minus 30 degree. So the phi is minus 30 degree, right? So what is the power factor? Therefore power factor is equal to cos phi is equal to cos of minus 30 degree. So it is equal to 0.866. Okay, 0.866. So if you check the options, the correct option is option D. So friends, this is about the previous year GATE question number 35. Previous year GATE question number 36. Let us read the question. For the circuit shown in figure, the wattmeter reading will be blank space and the power dissipated in the load is blank space. Okay, so here it is the circuit they have given. Here we are using a 200 volt 50 hertz, right, supply. Load is 4 plus J3 ohm. Okay, whatever the current which is flowing through the load, the same current is flowing through the secondary of the it is flowing through the primary of the current transformer. Current transformer is having a rating 50/5. Okay, means if current here is 50 ampere, it will be reduced to the 5 ampere here. Okay, at this side. Okay, next, the potential coil of the wattmeter is connected across supply and the current coil of the wattmeter is connected to the secondary winding of the current transformer. Okay, so here current flowing through the current coil of the wattmeter is nothing but the current flowing through the secondary winding of the current transformer. Okay, and voltage across the potential coil of the wattmeter is equal to supply voltage. Okay, so here we can write the load current IL is equal to supply voltage 200 divided by the magnitude of the load impedance. Okay, so we can write load current IL is equal to 200 divided by under root, yes, it is 4 square plus 3 square. Okay, it is 4 square plus 3 square. Okay, so we can write it as equal to, if you check, it will be equal to 40 ampere. Okay, load power factor we can find. Okay, load power factor from the impedance triangle we can find load power factor is equal to cos phi, which is equal to R by Z. Okay, so R is 4 and Z is 5. So if you check, it is equal to 0.8. Okay, load power factor is 0.8. Next, power dissipated in the load, we can find power dissipated in the load, that is the load power. Load power is equal to, if you check, it is P is equal to, we can write it as supply voltage into current flowing through the load into cos phi. Okay, so it is V into IL into cos phi. So what is the V? V is a 200, it is given. IL is, we have calculated, it is a 40 ampere into cos phi, it is a 0.8, right? So it is 200 into 40 into 0.8. So if you check, it will be equal to 6400 watt, right? So this is the actual power which is dissipated in the load. Okay, now as I said, the wattmeter reading. Okay, for the wattmeter reading we need to find the current flowing through the current coil of the wattmeter. Okay, and that can be calculated from the current flowing through the primary winding of the current transformer, that is nothing but the load current. Okay, so load current is 40 ampere. So what about the current which is flowing at the secondary winding of the current transformer? Okay, that we need to find. Now it is given that the CT means current transformer, right? CT ratio is, we are having 50/5 ampere. Okay, and the secondary current of the CT is nothing but the load current. Primary current of the CT is nothing but the load current. Okay, so secondary current of CT, secondary current of CT for load current, load current is nothing but the primary current of the CT. Okay, of 40 ampere is, right, of 40 ampere is. So if you check, is is equal to 40 divided by 50 into 5, so it is equal to 4 ampere. Okay, so therefore we can write wattmeter reading is nothing but voltage across the potential coil, that is the supply voltage, into current flowing through the wattmeter current, wattmeter current coil. Okay, that is nothing but your is here, into cos phi. So if you check, it is equal to 200 into 4 into 0.8. So this will come equal to 640 watt. Okay, 640 watt, right? So here the answers are, wattmeter reading is 640 and the load power consumed is 6400. Okay, so here wattmeter reading is 640 and power dissipated is 6400 watt, right? So friends, this is about the previous year gate question number 36. Previous year gate question number 37. Let us read the question. The voltage phasor of a circuit is 10 at angle 15 degree volt and the current phasor is 2 at angle minus 45 degree ampere. The active and reactive powers in the circuit are, and here we are having the four options. Okay, active power is nothing but the power P, which is equal to VI cos phi, and reactive power is the Q, which is equal to V into I into sin phi. Okay, so here suppose if this is the reference phasor, okay, then phasor for voltage, that is 10 at angle 15 degree, it will be like leading by 15 degree. This is the phasor of voltage, this angle is 15 degree, and current phasor will be lagging by 45 degree. So current phasor will be like this angle is 45 degree. Okay, so this will be the waveform, because here sign is plus and here sign is minus. Okay, so now if you check, it is given that V is equal to 10 at angle 15 degree volt, right, and current I is equal to 2 at angle minus 45 degree ampere. Okay, now from this we can find the active power and reactive power. So active power P is equal to V into I into cos phi, right, which is equal to 10 into 2 into cosine of angle between V and I. So what is the angle between V and I? It is 45 plus 15, that is a 60 degree, right? So if you check, this will be equal to 10 into 2 into cos 60, so it is equal to 10 watt. Okay, this is equal to 10 watt, right? So this is the active power. Next we can find the reactive power, which is equal to Q is equal to V into I into sin phi, right? It is 10 into 2 into sine of 60 degree. So if you check, this will be equal to 17.32 volt ampere reactive, right? Volt ampere reactive. So 10 watt and 17.32 volt ampere reactive. So correct option is option A, right? So friends, this is about the previous year GATE question number 37. Previous year GATE question number 38. Let us read the question. A wattmeter reads 400 watt when its current coil is connected in the R phase and its pressure coil is connected between this phase and the neutral of a symmetrical three-phase system supplying a balanced star connected pointed power factor inductive load. The phase sequence is RYB. What will be the reading of this wattmeter if its pressure coil alone is reconnected between the B and Y phases, all other connections remaining as before? Okay, and here they have given the four options, right? So if you check in the first case, it is given that we are having a wattmeter whose current coil is connected in the phase R, okay, and pressure coil is connected between the same phase, that is the phase R, and the neutral, okay. The load they have given as load is star connected, okay. Right, so this type of circuitry we are having, okay. This is for the first case, right? This is the wattmeter. Let us consider it as a W. Phases are R, Y and B, okay. And in the second case, it is given that the phase sequence is RYB. Phase sequence is RYB. What will be the reading of this wattmeter if its pressure coil alone is reconnected between B and Y phases? Means now in the second case we are disconnecting the pressure coil between R and the neutral, and again we are going to connect it between B and Y phases. Okay, so circuitry for the second case, it will be like, here current coil will be in the same phase, that is the phase R only, okay, and the pressure coil is connected between phase Y and the phase B, okay. So suppose this is a phase R, Y and B, okay, R, Y and B. So here pressure coil or the potential coil will be connected between phase B and the phase Y, okay. And this is the wattmeter now we are having, right? This is the wattmeter, okay, W. Definitely here we will be having the load which is connected in star again, right? So here it is the load which is connected in star, right? So this type of circuitry we are having. You're getting the point, okay. So if you recall, if the current coil is connected in one phase and the pressure coil is connected between remaining two phases, then what is the reading of the wattmeter? The wattmeter reading is nothing but the reactive power, right? Reactive power. So here first thing is, it is given that real power is 400 watt, but the wattmeter is connected only across the phase R. Pressure coil is connected across R and the neutral, and current coil is connected in the phase R, okay. So therefore this will be the per phase power, okay, 400 watt. So W is equal to VPH into IPH into cos phi, right? Cos phi. So therefore we can write VPH into IPH. VPH into IPH is equal to 400 divided by 0.8, that is W by cos phi, right? So 400 by 0.8. So if you check, it is equal to 500 volt ampere, right? This is the VPH into IPH, right? Next, so if you check for the case, second case, for second case or case B, the wattmeter gives reactive power, Okay, so therefore we can write reading of wattmeter reading is equal to, yes, root 3 into Vp into Ip into sin phi, right? Or Vph into Iph into sin phi, correct? So we can write it is equal to root 3 into what is Vph into Iph, we have calculated it is 500 into sin phi, it is a 0.6. So if we check, it is equal to 519.6, 519.6, right? It is a volt ampere reactive actually, right? 519.6. So if you check the options, the correct option is option B. Okay, so friend, this is about the previous year gate question number 38. Previous year gate question number 39. Let us read the question. A DC ampere hour meter is rated for 15 ampere to 50 volt. The meter constant is 14.4 ampere second per revolution. The meter constant at rated voltage may be expressed as, and they have given the four options as 3750 revolutions per kilowatt hour, 3600 revolutions per kilowatt hour, 1000 revolutions per kilowatt hour, and 960 revolutions per kilowatt hour. So here we are having the ampere hour meter and its meter constant they have given in ampere second per revolution, but ultimately they have asked for the answer in terms of revolutions per kilowatt hour. Okay, so first thing is the meter constant. We can write meter constant is or is equal to, yes, it is 14.4 ampere second per revolution, ampere second per revolution. Okay, so which is equal to, we can write it as 14.4 divided by 3600. It is in ampere hour per revolution, right? Ampere hour per revolution, right? Because we know 1 hour is nothing but 3600 seconds. Okay, and from this we can write V into ampere hour per revolution, ampere hour per revolution is equal to, what is V voltage, 250 into ampere hour per revolution is 14.4 divided by 3600. Okay, so if you check, it is equal to 1. Okay, so it is like V into A into hour, okay, revolution. Okay, so it is like we are having voltage into current, so it is the power. So power unit is watt, so it is a watt hour per revolution actually. Okay, so we are having watt hour per revolution is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore kilowatt hour per revolution is equal to, yes, here it is a watt hour and here it is a kilowatt. So 1 kilowatt is nothing but the 1000. Okay, so we can write it as 1000, yes, kilowatt hour per revolution, right? So therefore meter constant is 1000 kilowatt hour per revolution. Okay, so correct option is option C. So friends, this is about the previous year gate question number 39. Previous year gate question number 40. Let us read the question. Two wattmeters which are connected to measure the total power on a three-phase system supplying a balanced load reads 10.5 kilowatt and minus 2.5 kilowatt respectively. The total power and power factor respectively are, right? They have asked for the power and the power factor. Very simple. Okay, so we know total power is equal to W1 plus W2. What is W1? It is a 10.5 kilowatt. W2 is negative, so it is a minus 2.5. So it is equal to 10 kilowatt. This is the total power. Okay, and next power factor. Okay, so we can write first thing is phi is equal to tan inverse of root 3 W1 minus W2 upon W1 plus W2. Okay, so if you check, it is equal to phi is equal to tan inverse of root 3 into w1 is 10.5 minus w2 is minus 2.5, so minus minus will become plus, so it is a 2.5 divided by w1 plus w2, 10.5 minus 2.5. So if you check, it is equal to, if we simplify it, we will be getting it is 70.444 degree, right? So therefore power factor is equal to cos phi is equal to cos of 70.444, right? So it is equal to 0.3347, right? So if you check the options, it is a 8 kilowatt and 0.3347. Okay, so correct option is option D. So friend, this is about the previous year GATE question number 40. This question is from GATE 2005 examination. Previous year GATE question number 41. Let us read the question. An energy meter connected to an immersion heater, resistive heater we are having, operating on an AC 230 volt 50 Hz AC single phase source, okay, 230 volt 50 Hz, comma, AC single phase source reached 2.3 units, that is a kilowatt hour, in 1 hour. The heater is removed from the supply and now connected to a 400 volt peak to peak square wave of 150 Hz. The power in kilowatt dissipated by the heater will be, right? And they have given the four options. So it is, if you check, it is given that 2.3 units for 1 hour at a 230 volt and 50 Hz. Okay, so we can write energy consumed or dissipated, we can write, is equal to 2.3 kilowatt hour. Okay, this is in 1 hour actually. Okay, so we can write energy consumed is 2.3, which is equal to, or we can write it as, we know energy consumed is equal to power into time, right, which is equal to 2.3. Okay, right? So now if you check, it is power is P. Okay, as the load is, it is a resistive, we are having heater is a resistive, so it is a V square by R. Okay, we can represent it as power is V square by R into T is equal to 2.3. So what is V? It is a 230 square, right, divided by R into time T is 1 hour, is equal to 2.3. This 2.3 is in kilowatt hour, so we can write it as into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3 here also, and here also into 10 to the power 3. So from this we can find the value of R. So if you check R, after simplifying it, we can write R is equal to 23 ohm. This is the resistance of the heater. Okay, now this heater is connected to a peak to peak square wave, okay, of 150 Hz, and peak to peak voltage is 400 volt. Okay, so square wave of peak to peak voltage of 400, so this will be like a waveform, this type of waveform it will be having, right? It is a peak to peak 400. Okay, so peak to peak means from here till here, this is a 400, so it is a 200 volt here, and here it is a minus 200 volt actually. Okay, now so from this can we write power? Therefore power P is equal to, yes, V RMS square divided by R. What is RMS value of this waveform? You can check. RMS value is square root of mean of squared values. If we square it, square of positive is positive, square of negative is also positive. What is the average of that? It is again same, positive. Okay, so it is equal to 200 square divided by R is 23. So if you check, it is equal to 1.739 kilowatt. Okay, 1.739 kilowatt, right? So if you check the options, correct option is option B. So friends, this is about the previous year GATE question number 41. Thank you.